with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage. 100%. Maybe it's just a little.
Look, it's really obvious that I did this video last year. We've had a lot of crazy stuff happen this year. So I felt it was only right to do an obligatory end of the year Smash roundup of the craziest moments that have taken place. Now this doesn't pertain to just gameplay, okay? It's more like involving a Smasher in some capacity that I find very entertaining, okay? And you already know, as somebody who's just entertaining themselves, obviously I had to pick out some funny moments. So let's go ahead and dive right into it with moment number 1. Legendary right here, baby. Absolute legendary. My man Riddles earns the pass.
Nah.
This character.
Nah, that's crazy, dude.
Give him the pass. Call
EE,
man.
I definitely said Richter.
Now look, it's debatable what Riddle said in this situation, because you have to keep in mind that when you're multitasking to the level of a top Smash player, sometimes your mind can be saying one thing and your mouth can say another. It happens, I get it, okay? Personally, I think it was somewhere in the middle, and it didn't come out quite as intended. But do I believe Riddles when he said he meant to say Richter?
I'm gonna remain silent. I'd like to see a lawyer. Say him with me.
Well, I suppose I do. I do, because I like Riddles a lot, and let's keep him around, all right? Let's leave it at that, all right? Next moment, number 9. Because this was hard as shit. It was at Genesis earlier this year. This moment was so badass. Top 8 starting, going against Zamba, ready to get it. The first Smash player ever to get announced for FaZe Clan, Spargo. And he did this announcement think about this, he did this announcement that you're looking at right now. He did this announcement while top 8 was going on before his match. So if you're sitting on the other side, if you're a zombie, you're just thinking to yourself, I really ain't shit. I really ain't shit. This guy's phasing up right in front of me, and then he goes on to beat him like 3-1. You want to talk about a godlike signing right there. One of Mexico's finest, baby. I said him and Leo ever combine money in bank accounts, they could probably buy half of Mexico. Maybe even 3/4 of it, I don't really know. But yeah, shout out to Spargo, man. Had to include that in my video. But from Triumph at number 9 to Cringe at number 8. I think you'll all recognize this one.
I like that he's lasering just a little bit, wants to get that option back on the table. He's worried about just misspacing lasers even so slightly.
It's not the game.
Hit by a backer, he will be knocked
it's not the game that matters here. It's the end.
And that's gonna be it! Wow.
The reverse pop-off. Hbox looking confused. I feel like there was a lot of regret in IBW when he did this. I feel like he was thinking like, damn, this didn't hit like I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like that one, you know, that one chick you've been trying to get with for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything. She been fluky on you, but finally she let you hit in his dookie. Yeah.
Wow.
There's just like so much awkwardness just surrounding the entirety of this. It actually became uncomfortable to watch at a certain point. It really did.
Clip, right?
But I'll tell you what,
the
it was too funny not to include on this list. So, you know, IBDW did his thing. He do be doing work, or whatever that shit stands for. Next up, a familiar face, a beautiful face. Now look, you might have seen this in a previous vid, but that just goes to show you how impactful it was. Me versus MKLeo, Red Bull Gauntlet crew battle at the last summit. Everybody doubting me, nobody believing that I could do it.
I thought he was off.
Look at this. Down to the wire. Pressure mounting.
He has him right where he
The
wants
team
him.
counting on me.
He also has not.
The team counting on me. They're doubting me. But look at this.
Just go for it.
From the depths, look at that. The spike heard round the world. You know, if you look close, you might still see a little chubby from it. Don't look too hard. Just go! Oh! That's real hard right there, baby. That is real hard right there. Damn it. They don't want to see me succeed. They ain't want to see me win. But you couldn't do nothing about it. But you couldn't do nothing about it.
How bad this is.
How could you
what the
not include
standard
that
is
on your
now?
top 10 moments of
If we don't get
2022?
this off, then he's gonna. You have no
Yo,
idea
that's
how
so
bad that
true.
was.
This is good. This is
Look
good.
at
Crazy
that.
on that one.
Look at that.
Look
at that.
The Falcon, bro.
I just want to say,
God is good.
God is good.
And let me tell you something. A lot of people argue that could be the downfall of when Leo started to not get those top tier places. You remember he lost a tweak that very Sunday. I think personally I shattered his confidence. But you know who else had their confidence a little shattered? My man, Meister. This is not a gameplay moment. This is a terrible moment. Poor priority, one of the best tournaments of the year. Nobody is gonna debate that. Love that event. But Meister didn't even get a chance to get inside and compete. Denied entrance to Port Priority at the Muckleshoot Casino. Apparently, and this was insane, apparently the Muckleshoot, some security guards there decided, hey, you know what, Meister? We're not a really big fan of Mexico. Maybe he saw or predicted Dr. Umar's review of Black Panda Wakanda Forever, where he sit there and initiated the fact that the, as he said, underwater Hispanics were beating the shit out of the black people. But I guess why would the white security guard care about that? I don't know, people. I don't know, and neither did Meister, neither did none of us. All I know is that this got the Muckleshoot so much bad publicity. When it was all said and done, it was insane. I'm talking about people were calling, leaving poor reviews, letting them know the Muckleshoot, more like Muckleshoot. But it happened. And I have been told that Port Priority will not be returning to the Muckleshoot Casino because guess what? It's Smashers 1, Racism 0. I had to include this because it was just insane. Hungrybox won Esports Content Creator of the Year at the Esports Awards. I could not overlook this, mainly because HBox's whole year is just filled with so much hilarity. I mean, the guy goes on a rampage, getting his groove back in Melee, okay? Does pretty well in Ultimate as well. Hell, even at Double Down, you'll recall, he freaking showed up with the damn bubonic plague COVID-22 and was still ready to compete until he got shamed into disqualifying from the tournament. Not before beating SFAT. But through all of that,
I'm very honored.
through all
I
his
was here
trials
3
and
or 4 times
tribulations,
already.
he pulls it
Throughout the
together
pandemic, there was
and
no
wins
more
Esports Award.
tournaments happening, so I thought to
Esports
myself,
Content
what
Creator
can I
of the Year
do
for the Esports
to
Awards. I was
possibly
in the
keep
crowd
myself
cheering
going?
for him.
I'll stay
I was
at
very
home
happy for
and do
HBox.
online
This is
tournaments.
great
All of a sudden, my
representation for
viewership went from
Smash.
400 to 3,000 in one night.
And this took place
And I
after a
realized
certain incident
me
with the
staying
whole
sane by
Panda
playing
Nintendo
tournaments
Smash
during the
Bros. Tour
pandemic
drama.
kept a lot of my
So he
fans
dropped a little
sane
bit of a
too.
speech there
And
too.
so they kept me going
This is
as
one
well,
of
so thank you for
HBox's
that
more
as well.
reserved pop-offs, but it was so impactful. And I
in
felt
the
like it
same way
sets
that a lot of
it
us had
sets
to
a
figure out
precedent
what we were
that you
doing
can
through a
exceed
hard
and
time.
accomplish things
The
outside the
Smash
Smash
community,
sphere.
through our current hard time.
Even though he did use Smash to actually win this award. That's not the point, chat. Mainstream. You can break into it if you work hard enough.
We'll continue to figure out what we're doing.
Yes, we will. And we'll continue to support you, HBox. Good job, my guy. Next up, to nobody's surprise, you know it was coming. You knew it was going to make this list somewhere. The Super Smash Con Grand Finals that ended up costing a young production assistant his job. You might be wondering, well, how could that happen, EE? It's just Sora versus Game & Watch on screen. Well, let's take a look and see.
Trying to go for the down air there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Oh! It wasn't a surrender at all.
Hope returns.
Meister wins a game with Sora. First documented win of Sora on stream. And what happens? The production, the celebration that is reserved for the winner of the tournament gets let loose a little early.
What the? Production! 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 What? What are you? Oh!
That was for the first recorded Sora
Put
win
it back!
in history. The first recorded Sora win in history. On stream.
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
Look at Odin. Do they hate me so much? They'll celebrate when I actually drop a game?
Put it back! Put it back!
The first
Oh
ever
my God.
recorded.
Even the furry back there looks confused. Thick as hell, but confused nonetheless. Yes, this moment was insane. It was unintentional, but that young, upstart, plucky intern working on that production team, I don't think they're going to be invited back to the next tournament. Moving on to our top 3. It's not even Smash centric. It just features 2 of my best friends who I met through Smash. And guess what? They proved that Smashers, they kick ass in multiple titles Multiverse being no exception. I'm talking about the Evo victory in multiverses from the Cat and Void.
Touch the ground in every way. Upper finds it.
Look at
and
that.
That's gonna be it.
That's
Void
right.
And the Cat.
The Cat's first tournament win in years. In years, people, years.
Are your
That right
Evo
there should be a moment itself.
2022
But him and Void
Multiverses champion.
powerhousing this tournament.
raw emotion from this team
Powerhousing.
to overcome a matchup that they loved
Loved
and
it.
winners.
I was in the crowd for this too, man. I had tears in my eyes.
Let me talk to you real quick.
I had tears, man.
Do not talk trash. That's
one.
all I need. Do not talk trash. That's all I need, baby.
The guy who was talking trash right there, Mirror Man in the back. Silent, stunned after getting 6-0 in grand finals.
What did he say? It wasn't possible?
He wasn't surprised he won.
Oh, he wasn't surprised? Well, damn, I wasn't surprised for the 6-0. Damn.
All I'm saying is this is our first twos tournament, and we didn't use Bugs or Velma.
True, the meta-dominating characters. The meta-dominating characters. The Cat and Void making my top 3 moments of 2022. 2 smashers dominating in another title. You might be wondering, well, why is Joe Rogan making an appearance in this video? Has he picked up the sticks? Is Joe Rogan a Smash player? No, but he is the narrator that we needed to perfectly articulate what happened in our number 2 moment of the year. Take a look.
I saw a video today of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad.
It's coming.
It made me so sad. Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18. And the father's 42.
You guessed it. Toph versus Hugs, baby. Toph versus Hugs at Ludwig's Chess Boxing Invitational. Oh, baby. What about this was?
And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up. Because I get your son probably got cocky with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage. 100%. Maybe it's just a little. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll get over it. But maybe you fucked him up. That can happen too. He might be depressed from now on after that. It might fuck up his pituitary gland. It happens to people. And you just did that to your son. You're supposed to like touch him up. You're supposed to not even hurt him. Like slam him in the body a little bit. Like,
a little bit.
Okay, dude. Okay, let's have a little boxing match.
A little bit.
You don't tee off on your son's face on television. It's crazy.
But yes, Hugs versus Toph. For one, showing the guts that Toph had to step into the ring, and also for Hugs showing that he took this shit seriously, because he did a whole lot better than everybody else we saw. I'm not even going to talk about that one guy who was a tub of mayonnaise out there. I can't remember his name. All right, it's probably better that way. But our final moment, the coup de grace, the creme de la creme #1 moment, you guys probably guessed it. It's quite literally the end of the year, so why not the end of Smash? Yes, people, the Smash World Tour is getting canceled. It says it right there. The upcoming Smash World Tour Championships and the entirety of the 2023 Smash World Tour must be canceled. This was a blow felt around not just the Smash space, but the gaming space, the esports space. Hell, even regular news publications were talking about this. There's plenty of videos on this on my channel, but the TLDR version of it is simple. The Smash World Tour said that Nintendo heavily insisted that they need to cancel their events going forward because they will no longer receive licensing, which apparently was spearheaded by the leader of Panda Global at the time. He's since resigned, Dr. Allen. Okay, it led to this big debacle. The VG boot camps in turmoil. We don't know what's going to happen with them. The Smash World Tour is shut down. The Panda Circuit finale has been postponed indefinitely, and Nintendo has once again gone silent. Okay, perhaps this drama will be left in the year 2022, or perhaps it will only intensify. I don't know, but when something like this drops, a story like this that gets so many people talking, it prompts Ludwig to host an impromptu Scuffed World Tour Invitational. It is insanity. It is absolute insanity. And that is how we close the year. Because this all really happened like a month ago, within like a freaking the same span of which we thought was going to be the year, or the month I should say, of championships, with the World Tour Championships and the Panda Championship. No, there were no championships. There was only disappointment, tears, and uncertainty as we head into the new year. But you can make sure you head right down to that subscribe button, because that's exactly what you need to do for more content on this channel. Let's make 2023 the best year, and on to the 2023 Smash recap video, because you know what's coming, because this community can't stay out of drama. I mean, there was so much I could have included. I could have honorary mentioned myself in school. We could have talked about that one guy who went to jail for doing the you know what to the you know who, and just other things that I'm sure are just inevitable to come out. Damn, this scene is up. See ya.